Hello, Internet land. It's your anti-MLMer, Emily Jones, formerly from Jones Jewels Shop. And yes, this is my tick. I do this with my hair when I'm nervous, okay? It's just something I do. Get used to it. Plus, I had a really exhausting day at work. And so I look like shit. But, you know, that's just with the territory. Alright, so the video I did earlier today, I was talking to Lindsay. Apparently she's paparazzi elite somewhere, somehow, some way. And I was frustrated with the fact that she called her downline her employees, and they're not. So I wanted to talk about my personal blog, and I'm going to go over 3 blog posts that I made. It's called Upline Lies. These are some of the lies that I was told when I was an active consultant, okay? So, it is important that we go over this, and the hubby and the dogs are coming in from their walk right now, so I'm probably going to get barked at. Paparazzi does have a buyback program, but they only buy back unopened, unaltered, in the package jewelry. Sorry, I keep saying that real fast and it sounds worse than it does. Lily wants her treat. They do this for a reason, and they will only buy back unopened jewelry for $2 per item. So right off the bat, you're losing 75 cents per item, okay? And you have to pay to ship it back to them in the hopes that they will buy it back at $2 per item. Okay, but if they decide, and it's their discretion, if they decide that they don't want to buy it back from you, what you sent them, you don't get back. You don't get it back. They keep it. So don't do it. Okay. And your upline will always tell you to open and inspect everything within 3 days and submit it for a return. But honestly, if something's broken, you can see it right through the packaging. Okay, so don't open things. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot that way. Okay. So that's the biggest upline lie. You do not need to open it and inspect it. Mystery hostess items are, in my opinion, things that people returned that they kept their money on. Okay, so that's blog post number 1, lies the upline tells you. Now here's upline lies number 2. Okay. Honestly, most of your upline is going to tell you exactly what you want to hear, and they're really good at reading the room. So they will tell you what you want to hear, and they will kiss your ass to get what they want from you. So don't take everything they say to you as truth, because most likely they're just feeding into your insecurities, or they're feeding into the fact that they know you're easily manipulated. If you weren't easily manipulated, you wouldn't have signed up for paparazzi consultant. And they take advantage of the fact that you're lonely, or that you are in a place in your life where you can't work full time, so you need to find something that you can work from home. Both of these situations were me. And they will only tell you certain things when you start to complain. Like the thing I've said in my old videos. When I complained about the debt I was in, it was only then that I was told to sell 2, buy 1. But before that, I was always getting those training emails telling me to shoot for life at the party bronze or silver or platinum, and I was told to keep my 50 PV each month, and to sign up for Fashion Fix, and all this other stuff, which costs money. So let me see. If they were less greedy, less money focused, and more customer focused, they wouldn't be an upline. Because if you were an unethical person, say you were a loan officer, okay, and you were taking your customers' financials and you were looking over everything, and you saw that they were in a lot of debt and they didn't qualify for the loan. Most loan officers that I did business with when I was a real estate agent, they would coach the client and help them find ways to get their credit score up. And by coaching, they would say, okay, let's look at your budget and let's work on a battle plan. It's going to take you a few months, but you will get ready to buy a house if you follow these steps. By having the heart of a teacher, you will set your person up for success. Heart of a teacher in an MLM. You're pushing them to recruit other people. And maybe they're not ready to recruit other people. Maybe they don't want to recruit other people. Maybe they, they have an issue with recruiting somebody because they want to see how it works out for them before they start bringing other people into the business. It's very Midsummer Murders, it's like that crazy movie. But there is no such thing as guaranteed income. Okay, and that was something that paparazzi claimed up until they were called out for it. But there is no such thing as guaranteed income. If you buy a piece of jewelry for $2.75 and then you turn around and sell it for $5, great, you made a $2.25 profit. Now, how do you take that profit and turn around? So sell two, buy one. Okay, so $2.25. So you sell two pieces, and I'm now just doing the math because I'm thinking about it, and I gotta find my calculator here. So you take $2.25 times 2. Okay, so $2.25. Oh my gosh, my computer does not want to work today. $2.25 times 2. That's $4.50 minus $2.75. So you make $1.75? $1.75? And what if you went live and all you sold during that live was 2 pieces? And say your average live is 45 minutes. You made $1.75 for that one 45-minute live? And then you have to take the time to invoice and ship afterwards. And if you don't do the proper cost for shipping and you don't include the shipping products, like your envelopes and stuff, into the price of shipping, you maybe made $1.50. That's not guaranteed income. You're operating at a loss, okay? I can't tell you how many people are operating at a loss. And I love how paparazzi back in the day, now they just scrub you from the website if you're canceled. They just take you off completely. But when I was canceled, I canceled myself. I quit, okay? I quit paparazzi, and then I started discounting my product on my website. It was 2 weeks after I had quit, I received an email from paparazzi compliance telling me that I was never able to come back. When I quit, I was told I could come back within 12 months. It was 2 weeks after that I was told I was never able to come back to paparazzi because I was undercutting everybody else and selling the stuff on my web store for $3.50. So after that, they kept my picture up on their website where you can search for a consultant, and right under my name was this big red line that said canceled. Was that to shame me? Was I on the wall of shame? I didn't understand. I was like, is this supposed to make me feel like I'm a failure, or is this detrimental? I actually found it funny at the time because it was like a stamp of pride for me, because canceled right across. It's like, so they're mad at me because I'm undercutting active consultants. And when I go and pull up the list of everyone that bought from me after I canceled on my Shopify store, about 13 of those people that bought from me on a regular basis were elite paparazzi consultants buying from my store at a discount. So yeah, I found that was funny. And I don't know who reported that to compliance, nor did I care, but I found it freaking hilarious that they had canceled right under my name. And this is another line that uplines tell you. Don't sell your products in going out of business groups. You'll get caught. Okay, well, if you look at the going out of business groups on Facebook, a lot of them have been changed to private, and you have to give your former consultant ID, and I still go on those groups because I'll still buy stuff if there's something I want that I think is cute. Yeah, I'll support somebody who's going out of business and help them get their money back. I'll buy from that group. But if someone's posting an album in the going out of business group and they're not going out of business, they're an active consultant, and they're an elite, I won't be buying from them. Nope. They're selling and going out of business groups. They're selling in search of groups, and they're active. And when I was a little bit angry last year sometime, I was reporting them to compliance under my my personal email, not my Jones Jewel Shop email. And I was letting them know, hey, this person's an active consultant. They shouldn't be selling and going out of business groups. They're still active. Every single one of them that I reported, they're all still active. And I sent screenshots and everything. Still active. Okay. Okay, so the comment Lindsay made to me about, I know nothing about retail sales. I've worked in retail a good portion of my life. I was a realtor, Lindsay. That is retail sales too. It's a commission-based retail sales, but it's retail sales. I am very familiar with retail sales. So if you think I don't know anything, you'd be wrong. You just be wrong. I'm out here because I don't want people to help their upline build their wall of jewelry with debt on them while their upline gets that jewelry as profit, in her words. It's profit. It's profit because she's profiting off of her downline because she gets a percentage and a cut of everything they buy. So it's profit to her, yeah, because she didn't pay for it. Her underlings did. That's the truth. So, and you know how they have convention and the passport vacation and all that other stuff. Don't garage qualify for a vacation, okay? Seriously. Just like the girl said in the Lula Rich documentary, getting on a boat with a bunch of white girls, not for you. If you want to take a cruise, go to last minute cruise deals and find a really good last minute deal. Especially if you want to go to the Caribbean. You can get on a Caribbean cruise right now for $299 for an inside room. $799 if you want a veranda balcony suite. I mean, you can find some really stellar good deals. So don't put yourself in hock when you can take a vacation without all the propaganda and without all the other Huns on the boat with you. You can have a really nice vacation and it will cost you a lot less and you won't have piles and piles of jewelry sitting in your house. Just saying. Okay? Sorry, I'm thirsty. I've done a lot of talking today. So, I love Tuesdays at the airport. It's not too busy. So you have more time to talk to people. And today it was really kind of fun. I talked to a Lula rep, and she recognized me from my videos. That was funny. She's like, "Don't you do anti-MLM videos on the internet?" I'm like, "Guilty, yes." And she recognized me, and I had my mask on, so she recognized me from just my eyes and my hair, because I don't usually wear I wear my uniform. I'm not wearing a black sweater. So yeah, that was fun. All right, so I am now going to go back to my uplines website where she calls herself the CEO of Bling. $5 Bling CEO podcast. Okay, she does these podcasts, you guys, where she talks about a bunch of things. But the one podcast where she talks about consultants and how to lead them. These podcasts, which she posted earlier this year, is her justification for making money off of people. The funny thing is these podcasts that she did were all done within a span of a couple of months. I'm guessing it was because when Shopify recently said, hey, if you want to add a podcast to your website, you can do it here for free. So she started to record. I've listened to some of them, but I haven't listened to all of them. I'm still reading her actual blog that she has and her new consultant resources. And I wanted to go over the Fashion Fix one because within 2 weeks of me signing up as a consultant, she encouraged me to call Paparazzi Corporate, hand over my credit card number, and get on the waiting list for Fashion Fix. Because back then, there was like a little waiting list. They didn't have an open enrollment for Fashion Fix, okay? So Fashion Fix is a subscription service. I can't talk anymore today, you guys. And it's $68.75 plus shipping and tax. Okay, you get the 5 exclusive trend blends, plus your Hostess Reward exclusive pieces, and it's an automatic ship out to you every month. And here's another thing, Paparazzi Corporate, if you're listening, your boxes are not recyclable because of the plastic on the outside. So you're contributing to a lot of landfill waste on top of the plastic that each piece is wrapped in. And then when you get a Fashion Fix subscription every month, you get the special box that the Fashion Fix set comes in. That's a lot of waste too. I would like to see this company become a little bit more ecologically responsible. I know it's not going to happen because a lot of their product ends up in landfills or in Goodwills. But the boxes are not recyclable. My recycling center will not take them because of the plastic on the outside. So they have to go in the trash. So that was another reason I was glad I was out. Okay. So yeah, the monthly cost is approximately $84, depending on where you live. Okay. If you live in a state like I do, sales tax is a little over 10%. Utah's like 6.75. Okay. You get an auto bill on the 20th of the month. Okay. So if this happens to you as a consultant, you're active, and your card's maxed out, they already have a pre-approval code, so they just shove the card through, and then you get over limit fees. The reason I know this is because somebody reached out to me and told me that this had happened to them because they kept that approval code even though the person was maxed out on the card. And they pushed the charge through because they had that pre-approval code. And then that person ended up getting a $35 over limit fee, which really kind of put her in hock. Okay. So that's something that they do. Another pro tip, Fashion Fix Hostess Rewards are a taste of gold life of the party status where you get double Hostess Rewards with every order. Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing. They have you shoot for these life of the party statuses so you can get extra product and all this other stuff. And then you get this little stylist tip card which tells you how to talk about the jewelry. And then you've got Magnificent Musings, Fiercely Fifth Avenue. You've got Simply Santa Fe. sunset sightings, and they always have these pictures with these models modeling the stuff, and it's just crazy. So Fashion Fix, if you're encouraged or convinced to sign up for Fashion Fix, just be mindful of that. When I called to cancel my Fashion Fix before I canceled my paparazzi consultant agreement altogether, I canceled my Fashion Fix in November of 2019 when I was getting, all that pressure to recruit, and I was dead up to my ears. So I contacted Paparazzi Corporate and canceled my Fashion Fix subscription, and they told me that I would not be eligible to sign up again unless there was an open enrollment, that I wouldn't be able to sign up again and put myself on the waiting list. I would have to wait for an open enrollment. And I said, that's fine. I don't plan on enrolling in Fashion Fix again. Please cancel my Fashion Fix. And they did. And then December happened, and things were getting worse. The January happened, and I started, that was when I was reported to compliance. And then February happened with the double hostess rewards, and I kept getting the same goddamn hostess rewards with every single order I made, which kind of pissed me off because I kept getting move over oval black and beaded macarena and stuff. So I got the same 4 things every single time. They couldn't mix it up. I got the same 4 damn things every time. And then March, I was in New Zealand. COVID was just, starting to make the news everywhere. I was in the middle of the Indian Ocean. I woke up in the middle of the night on the ship to look at the new releases and place my order while I was on the ship. I was on vacation. I should have been focusing on vacation. I shouldn't have been focusing about new releases and ordering paparazzi jewelry, but I was. And then we're in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and we were supposed to head to Hobart, Tasmania. And I woke up that morning and the ship was nowhere near Hobart. We were beelining to Sydney. And Australia had shut its borders. No more travelers were allowed in. So I was like, okay, am I going to get home? What's going to happen? And while I was on the ship, and we were stuck on the ship for a couple of days while they were working on logistics to get our flights rebooked. I was honestly scared. And then when we got home and I walked in the house, and I walked into my house, and as I was coming up the stairs, there's my pegboard crammed full of jewelry. There's my computer with my sale stuff, and storage filled with paparazzi. And then around the corner from that storage was another area filled with paparazzi jewelry. This area all behind me, stuffed to the gills with paparazzi. I took a cold, hard look at myself, and I was like, the insanity has to stop. It has to stop. And it was about that time that I was supposed to start thinking about Empower Me Pink, and was I going to convention that year? And I was like, COVID just shut down the country. I don't think there's going to be a convention this year. So I'm not even going to think about it. And then a few months later, convention was canceled. But it was that good hard look and looking at myself in the mirror and thinking, what have I done? Oh my God. That's when I started doing research to figure out a way to get out of this without a lot of backlash. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just quietly stepped down. And then when I did step down and quit, I got snarky and I said, I'm sorry, you're not going to be getting a cut of my spending each month. You'll find someone else to fill my spot. That's kind of what I said to her. I'm like, you'll find someone else to fill my spot, but you're not going to gain more residual income off of me. And I know that she had just made rank to like premier producer or premier producer or elite or something. I don't know all the ranks. I can't remember all the levels. But she had just made it to her next tier. And then 2 other gals in my team noticed that I was not there anymore and that I was being very quiet. And they asked me what was going on. And I just said, I submitted my resignation. I quit. And they said, how do you go about doing that? And I was like, maybe I should start my blog. So I did. But I helped those 2 with their resignations and helped them quit. And they did. And one girl, she just decided to go silent for a while. And she had not purchased anything for like 2 months. And that's when she received an email from the upline asking, hey, are you going to be active this month? Have you placed an order? You should probably place an order and get your 50 PV in. She was going through a really nasty ass divorce. She was broke. She couldn't afford to put an order in. She was going live every night trying to sell a jewelry that she already had, and it wasn't selling. So it was that pushed her over the edge, and that's what caused her to submit her resignation and quit. Now she's doing something else, MLM related, but it's not paparazzi. But all of these blog posts that I'm reading from all these different upline huns and the lies that they are telling themselves and telling their downline, I cannot understand the justification for what they're doing. They justify these blogs, these podcasts, these training videos that they do. They justify that for the cut and the percentage they get from the purchases their downline makes. They justify that. But those people are not your employees and you have no control over them. You can't boss them around. And also seeing all the videos lately of them saying, hey, we gotta buy more because we're about to rank up. No, we are not about to rank up. You are about to rank up, and you need us to purchase more so your organizational volume goes up so you hit that rank. Those people that are in your downline, your star consultants and your little baby directors, no, they are not going to level up. They are not going to rank up. You are. You. It's selfish. It's unethical. Just saying. So, that's my soapbox for tonight. I'm going to upload this and let it go. But, I really want to know what other people have experienced. I would love to do a side-by-side video with you guys. Anyone who's left an MLM. I would love to know what your experiences are. Because it's therapeutic. It helps me get off what's been on my chest for a little over a year and a half. I felt isolated and controlled, and then I felt guilty, and then I felt terrible for what I had done. And I know there are a lot of us out there that feel terrible about making this mistake. It's not an easy thing to admit that you made a mistake, but it's therapeutic to say, yes, I made a mistake and I'm going to make it better. So that's where I'm at right now. So don't undervalue who you are just because you made a mistake. You're a strong person by admitting that you made a mistake, and you're even stronger for getting yourself out of that situation and moving forward. I've done this a couple of times in my life. When I left my religion, I really upset a lot of people in my life, and I nearly lost some people in my life because I didn't agree with the religion and I didn't want to be a part of it. I'm still a good person and I treat people with love and respect, and I'm still very charitable and giving. I will do whatever I can to help those in need. I just don't need to do it with everyone watching, and I don't need to take credit for it. That's just who I am. But when you have to take selfies and pictures of yourself doing charity work, it's not charity. Not even close. You're self-serving. You're doing it for you. You're not doing it for them. The feel-goods come from doing things anonymously. And I'm not anonymous because everyone knows my name. in these videos, and they know that I made this mistake. But my hope is that if there's somebody out there watching who's thinking about joining Paparazzi Accessories as a consultant, my hope is that you see my story and you see what I've personally gone through, and you read about it in my blog, and you see me, getting fired up in these videos. My hope is that you think twice before taking that kit and taking this all on, because if you like the jewelry, don't become a consultant. You can usually find it someplace else where they aren't taking advantage of people. But honestly, there's better places to buy accessories out there, and there's a lot of people that make really cute accessories, and they are real legit small businesses. Support them because they're real true artisans, not these people. All right, have a great day, everybody. Talk to you soon.